Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm your man, the Cash Minister. Look here, man. Hey, you are born a boss, but you was conditioned and to be programmed to be a slave. What? Absolutely. You was born a boss, but you was programmed and trying to condition and molded into a slave. Man, now we ain't talking about no black and white stuff. This is not this ain't has nothing to do with this, okay? Because it's beyond this in this worldwide. Look, you were born a boss, absolutely, and I need you to embrace that because look, you was made to make a difference and influence life and going forward and everything else. So you have to understand that you was born to you know what hire other people. You was here to make a difference, and to think that you can't, man, that's hypocrisy on yourself. You thinking that you can't make a difference is a hypocrisy on your own self. Thinking that you're not an influencer or somebody who can make a difference is hypocrisy. Why is that? How do I know that? I went through the hypocrite stage of not believing in me and what I could do. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, why are you believing that you can't do this? Well, I mean, what's the use to say, hey, I believe in somebody else, but not to believe in your own self? Man, that's belittling, and it's like I said, it's a lie. It's a lie like we never seen before. Before I jump into this, thank you everybody who watching live and also watching replay. I want you to let that sink in. Man, you was born to make a difference. Why you think, oh man, that's good for them, not for me? Please stop it. Let's stop now because going into 2021, in order to make a difference, not only for yourself, your family, and for the future, you got to start believing 100% in you. You. I'm telling you, I used to want other people to support me, believe in me, root me on. But I understood at the very finest point to say, you know what? Until I start believing in myself, there's nobody else who's going to believe in me and what I got going on or what I'm trying to do. So this is what you got to take on and manifest it. Okay? All right, let's jump into this, man. Look, the lesson I learned from King Solomon. Learn from King Solomon, and he's one of the richest men who ever lived. I mean, if you look back and do the studies and all that, his riches unfolded into the billions, maybe even the trillions of dollars. Because I'm like, he was the richest man who ever lived. Whew. Wisdom. I mean, because look, it wasn't the money that made him powerful. It was the knowledge and the wisdom that what he learned and took him to them great heights. To understand, there was a woman, hey, the queen, she came over. She brought her wealth to get his wisdom, to understand, hey, because she only how she accumulated that was by the knowledge she obtained. So she was like, I'm about to put him on Front Street. Look, she unloaded the safe. You know what I mean? Look, we about to go find out if this dude's all wise like he say he is. And so when she came in and she looked at herself like, oh wow. Hey, King Solomon said, look, there's nothing new under the sun. What does he mean by that? Look, if there's nothing new under the sun, why go try to reinvent the wheel? If somebody already have a system in place, go forward and understand and listen or study those people and find out what they do. I'm looking and studying successful people each and every day. Why? Because King Solomon says, look, there's nothing new. You can learn from them. The books and the things that they put it out for $15, $15. They took in years and their whole experience and what they learned. They say, look, hey, you can learn from my mistake and then go forward. My past failure is your success. What I learned for, I don't call it failure. And hey, this is what I need to do and to go forward. Hey, you know what? If you're not getting the answer that you want, stop calling it failure. Start looking at it and say, you know what can I learn from this? What can I do and turn this around? When you start doing that, then you can start to make what was a loss and start turning that into a profit. Okay? To say, you know what, just like George Carver, when he was doing the invention and working with peanuts. Man, he went to the laboratory. He's like, God, why did you create peanuts? He's like, hey, it's not barbaric, but open your mind and watch me show you exactly how much you can do with these peanuts. Man, he made products after products off of one item that came from the earth was peanuts. George Washington, George Washington Carver, the black guy. Man, look, man, Carver, the inventor, he was great in what he did because when you start formulate and follow back. I hope I said the name right. I got a lot of thoughts going, but man, when you start going back and you start looking and you start studying each and every one of those, then man, all you gotta do is why take and try to go trial and error. It's not saying all you got to do is emulate the process. Start emulating the process and what's happening. And when you start doing that, then you eliminate your whole process of this days, weeks, even years off of your life. So, hey, this is it's nothing new. Start studying. Go for the mentors. Go for coaches. Start understanding. Start questioning. Start interviewing. Start looking at their books. Start going. Hey, follow what they mindset, what they take on. And I started learning from, hey, when I made my first 10,000 in sales, it wasn't, hey, I said, look, all right, I could have looked at it like it was a failure, but I didn't. I said, what am I not doing? I started understanding what they needed. I started understanding, started providing something. I started protecting something. Man, I was selling vacuum cleaners and I went to a house. It had all hardwood floors. I mean, it was no carpet, nothing. And I was nervous. I was like, oh man, I'm supposed to sell this vacuum cleaner. I don't have not a piece of carpet to work with. And I mean, they wouldn't let me do hardly anything. So I'm like, how can I sell it? But I ended up doing this one test, and the lady, she had this very small rug. And so I'm like, I was nervous, I was sweating, but realizing, hey, you got to understand what's valuable for other people and start to cater to that. So I cleaned this rug, and the rug, it had got dirty, but not knowing she spent some money for that rug. Man, brought back the colors, it was vibrant. I buy one. I said, wow. Now, first, I didn't understand it, but I said it was something that was valuable for her, not for me. When you start finding out what's valuable for other people, what's in it for them, how can you help them solve their problems, help give them solutions? You will never be without. Sometimes people think about reason why people struggle. Me, 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 me. You'll never make it in business and life because, hey, when you create a product or service, it has to be about the other person. And he's telling you, look, you can find answers for everything you are looking for. It is there. Stop saying the answer is not there. It is there. That's why he's like, there's nothing new under the sun. I mean, I know I'm trying to hammer this in right here. So I start looking for people. I start looking for the program of knowledge for people who are already set the path. Look, okay, hey, can you show me how to read numbers? So I'm like, I don't have to go try to study how to be an accountant. Why not go and talk to an accountant and say, hey, how can I read numbers? If you want to open a business and you want to know how numbers tell stories, start doing that. Hey, I start looking and listening to other people, and man, my life started going forward, started launching. I'll start learning lessons just like, hey, they already been down that street. Hey, watch out for that pothole. Watch out for that turn. Watch out behind that door. You can move your life forward a lot faster. And that's what happens when you start taking on coaches, start taking on mentors, when you start learning, when you start taking on and seeing what's unseen and say, man, this has already been done before. What do I need to do? Who and what do I need to look at to start taking this in to go forward? Any problem that you're facing now, somebody has already faced it before. And if you would look and research and search for these people, then understand your problem is not all that hard whatsoever. But if you won't even look at that, then you're struggling for no reason. I struggled for the longest because I didn't seek out who had went through the same similar situation and was going forward. So I was relying on excuses instead of relying on excuses. Talking about there's no answer and I don't see no way out. And it's all right. For example, it's just the way the ball bounces. Would you go to a doctor if you was sick or something and they told you that's just how the ball bounces? No, it's not how the ball bounces. For example, hey, the ball in which you're using, the angle in which you're using, and the ground that you're using. So all this is taking a factor of how the ball bounces. So if you rely on luck, oh, maybe if I just do this and get some luck, you'll never make it. Start studying these people. I mean, look, uh, uh, the guy who owned Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, hey, Master P. I mean, I mean, who else? Who else? Man, draw a blank. Man, this is just some of the people that you can look at and start to mimic and understand it, and then start telling you about their life. Um, whew, God, that makes me upset. But look at successful people. Some people just talking about, oh, I could have made it, and it was just luck, and it was just this, and it was just that. Hey, I'm trying to give you a straight shortcut to the fastest route. Stop making excuses because there's no excuse. I'm like, and I give you, for example, I end on this note. People talking about they can't make it and they can't do it. Man, every time I go to the library, I don't see nobody there. But all these people talking about they can't make it or they struggling or this. The library full of books, but people won't even pick up where somebody's already done where they want to go and what they want to do, whether job, business, career, profession, whatever you want to do, it's all there. But I look around the library, nobody there. It's almost, I mean, it's some people there, but it's almost always empty. It ain't like it's packed and people go running in like, oh yeah, let's go get this. Anyway, I'm your man, the Cash Minister. Hey, taking this knowledge from what King Solomon said, one of the wealthiest men who ever lived. I mean, his riches was untold. I mean, he built a temple for his living God. I mean, you break down the money he spent billions. He hired the best. He searched out the ones who could help him in going forward. Why not model after King Solomon? Why not model after successful people and look and see what they done so you can go for where you want to go to in life and get to that next level? Look at these people. If you're looking at unsuccessful people, you're looking at the wrong way. And I tell you what, also on this note, it's about the friends and the people you surround yourself with. If you don't have that, then okay, if you don't have that environment or those friends or people, listen, reading books or CDs is just the same thing as you surrounding yourself of the six people that you want to be like in life. And so as you do that, you are preparing yourself in that arena of who you want to be like. So if you surround yourself with people successful who want to go where you want to go, you'll make it. Also, you surround yourself with people who don't want nothing. Hey, you hang around with nine losers, eventually you're gonna be the 10th one. I'm your man, the Cash Minister. I love you. I look forward to talking to you later. All right. Take care, guys.